Rob, do you like musicals?
Some musicals.
Were you interested in watching Wicked?
Not because it's a musical, but for the standpoint, I've loved Wizard of Oz. Grown up with Wizard of Oz, I just have
same.
memories of watching that British TV at Christmases and stuff like that, and seen it so many times. Even read some, started reading the books to my kids. So I wanted to see it just because I like the idea of a prequel to see what happened.
Yep.
So I was interested from that point of view. Didn't know the songs.
Did you watch it at the cinema or on home rental?
No, I saw it at the cinema.
So
on
I've
a school trip.
Yeah, right, okay. I've just watched it on home rental. Obviously, we don't want to go into the whole story. For anyone in the world who doesn't know, it's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. I've got to be honest, I'd seen all the interviews of the main actors, and I was kind of put off because it was all very controversial and they were being a bit actory of themselves.
Yeah.
But do you know what? By the first song, I was in, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm into this world now. For me, the 3 hours went really well. What did you think of the vibe, style, this sort of steampunky look to it?
Obviously it's very CGI and sort of fakey looking, but then it's a bit like criticising the original Wizard of Oz as being fake looking, isn't it? Really?
Well, that's true.
There's no realistic way of doing this, so it is very bright, very colourful, very stylised. I thought it looked great on a big screen, and very theatrical. But I think none of the songs have stuck in my head afterwards.
Too good for me. I
thought way too long.
Now,
way too long.
Just quickly for people who may have listened to some of our earlier podcasts, we both like musicals, don't we? We both, I think it's safe to say, we both grew up in musicals.
The really, really old style, Seven Brides, Seven Brothers musicals. I'm not into those ones, but I don't think the songs were that good in it. I don't think they're that catchy in it. I don't think the actual choreography of the dance is much. That's not that special anyway. I mean, the two lead actresses, they can both sing, they can both act. So,
I thought they were really good actually, and I thought Ariana Grande was really good in that kind of Mean Girls style thing coming off.
Yeah, trying to do there, but it does go on a little bit too long. It felt a little bit like when they do like the Hunger Games last film, and they try and milk it by making it 2 films. They do the same with the one, and it felt really padded. Thinking there's another 2.5 hours to tell of this, really.
Just briefly, what do you think the story's going to be from going from likeable protagonist hard done by the system into a full-on baddie in the next film? Is it just going to be Anakin Skywalker going evil?
I don't go full-on bad. It's just going to be she's misunderstood. It doesn't work as a proper prequel to Wizard. She's not going to go full evil baddie. She's not going to kill children in the temple.
Yeah. Now, have you watched Wicked stage show? I haven't.
No, I went into this cold.
So did I.
Didn't know the story, didn't know the songs.
So, based on that, what do you think? Is it worth watching?
Well, I wasn't holding out for expecting a lot. So when it actually ended, I was like, oh, that was actually okay. That was better than I thought. But as time goes on, honestly, now, if you'd not seen it, unless you're a massive fan of the musicals and you ask me about it, is it worth bothering with? I would say, nah, it's not worth watching.
Whereas I, the opposite, I went in with a fairly negative vibe because of all the press around it, and I absolutely loved it. I was jazz handsing myself all the way through to the end, and I loved it, especially the Neo Matrix Reloaded cape at the end where she's flying off. But
would you watch this a second time then?
No, it's the first time I watched it.
Watch it a second time?
Oh yes, definitely. And will you watch the second one?
I think the second one, I'm not going to rush to see the second one at the cinema. I think if it was on Netflix and streaming or something, out of curiosity to see how it went. Well, I'm not that bothered about seeing this opening weekend when the second one comes out. Nah.
Fair enough. So there you go. Negative for you, positive for me. Catch you next time.